Alright, so I'm going to try to help you without being able to show you how to use your calculator to graph parametrics. Okay. Now, if you'd rather use Desmos, I know a lot of you are really comfortable with, I just deleted what I wanted, with your TI calculators, but if you don't have it handy, or if you just want to play with Desmos for some reason, then if we go back to this first example where we left off and said, here's our set of parametric equations, we'll pretend that we didn't have this up here. X equals 4 minus 1/2 t, and y equals 2t minus 1/4 t squared. If you want to graph parametrics in Desmos, you write them as an ordered pair. Okay. So switch this over. So since the x coordinate is 4 minus 1/2 t, okay, we write that as though it's the x coordinate of an ordered pair, and y looks like 2t minus 1/4 t squared. Now it automatically defaults t to be 0 to 1, and so our t's started at 0 and went to 4, and so that should give us, well, our x's started at 0 and went to 4. We said let's let go from 0 to 8, if I read the right line. Okay. Over here my t was 0 to 8. My eyes went to the wrong interval. Okay. And so then there's the picture that we had before. Okay, so just your x is the x coordinate of the ordered pair, and the y is the y coordinate. If you want to use your TI calculator, your calculators will graph these, and there's going to be some exercises. There will be a better explanation in the modules tab there around your homework assignment. But really, to graph a parametric equation by hand, not necessary anymore, because we have so much technology to help us out. If you hit your mode button, let's see if I can type while I'm pushing buttons on my calculator. Okay. So hit mode button on your calculator. It brings up, and usually that's where we go to like change between radians and degrees. Notice right after the words, the line that has radians and degrees highlighted, mine has the FUNC for function highlighted. Okay. If you go down there and slide over one to the right, it's all in capitals, but you'll hit PAR for parametric and hit your enter button. Choose par, hit enter, so it selects it. Then you can go out of there. You can second function quit to get out. Then when you hit your y equals button, up at the top right under the screen, instead of having just a plain old y there, notice it says x1t, y1t, x2t, y2t. You could plug in there for your x. You could type 4 minus 1/2 t, or whatever the equation was. 4 minus 1/2 t, and you can put 2t minus 1/4 t squared. And careful with the way you enter it, because your calculator will graph what you ask it to. You just need to ask it the right thing. And then when you hit the graph button, it might show you something weird. So if it looks weird, then check your window. You can set the T min and T max to be what you want. So if we're going from 0 to 8, you can set your x's, your mins and maxes, like you could just with regular functions. Hopefully you're confident and comfortable enough with graphing. Most of you do okay setting your windows, knowing how to graph things. But if you get hung up on something, send me an email and we can try to Zoom and get around that. Okay. So again, read the directions, read the modules. In there will be some information. Some things I will want to see you do by hand. Some things that I'm going to tell you, use your calculators for these, because that's what people in the real world are going to do. Okay, so give me a shout if you need help.